I really thought I was going to get to be at the bottom of the list, you know, when he started just below my name and brought everyone up. I thought, uh-oh, I'm going to get to have a drink with you all night. Instead, I'm going to get to talk to you a little bit about who I am, and that I am running for the school board in District 1 because I'm a taxpayer and I'm concerned that trust has been as misplaced as money has been mismanaged. I think we can do a better job. I think that my extensive background in business and teaching uniquely positions me to balance academic excellence with fiscal discipline. As the advertising director for Medicine Shop International, I not only read annual reports, I wrote them. A little closer to home, I was the consultant hired by Columbian Emeralds International to develop its marketing plan for its new store in Key West that started with $0 and became a $5 million business in just 2 years. Monroe County, as most of you know, has a declining tax base and a declining student enrollment. I want to be on a school board that puts the bulk of my taxes into the classroom, not into new schools or into excessive administrative costs. A school board that does not increase taxes, but rather shifts its existing revenues into a wiser use. Revenues like the 73 properties that the school district owns. 31 of those are land only, and they're all assessed at a total of more than $433 million. I want to make sure the school board evaluates how we use this untaxed property and possibly bring some of it back onto the tax rolls. Another fiscal issue is the $7.6 million in our contingency fund. That's also known as the emergency fund, and it is 3 times what the state requires. In this last budget year, an additional $800,000 was put into that. It went from $6.8 to $7.6 million. I think right now is an emergency, and I think we need to take $5 million out of that fund and apply it to something like school teachers' salaries. Our roughly $84 million budget supports 8,400 students, which is about $10,000 per student. But if you take into account the overall $165 million budget that the school district has, we are closer to $20,000 per student, ranking our cost per student right up there with some of the most prestigious private schools in the country. Monroe County has the basic resources to be the best little school district in all of Florida, if not in the United States. But money is replaceable. Children are not. I have a master's degree in education. I taught for 7 years in the St. Louis County school districts, and after I bought my property here in the early 1990s, I substitute taught in Monroe County classrooms, and I have been an adjunct professor at St. Leo University's branch in the Florida Keys. To be the best school district in Florida, the school board has to address some major issues, not just fiscal discipline, but discipline in the classroom. I know we have some excellent teachers, and I know they have withstood a rash of scandals in the last couple of years, but I know how just one student can disrupt an entire classroom. I want to be on a school board that gets behind its teachers morally and legally and brings trust back into the working relationship. I want to be on a school board that addresses the food it serves to its students. The district's food service department has started the upgrade with a choice of salads every day. But we have to get past the processed food that is subsidized by the U.S. government. I think you probably heard that nationally, 30% of the students who graduated from high school last year and applied for the military services were rejected. 30% were rejected because they were obese. Closer to home, 1st through 5th grade students at Switlick School had 30 minutes of physical education in a week. 30 minutes in a week. Richard Talmage, who owns the restaurant store in Key West and has been very active in the school's culinary system, has warned us that if we continue to feed the lunches and the breakfasts that we're feeding our 1st and 3rd grade students, by the time they graduate, they will be type 2 diabetics. We need brain food. We also need the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program for our overachievers. This is a program that would take our junior and seniors in high school and give them a full academically integrated program that would allow them, upon graduation and successful completion, to be sophomores in college. They could skip an entire school year. I do my homework. I ask the hard questions. You can rest assured that there will be no financial surprises for taxpayers on my watch. But I want to be on a school board that focuses on education, one that acts locally, tweaks government officials nationally, and thinks globally. Did I say acts globally? I think it's acts locally, thinks globally. I want your vote, and I hope you will support me with it. Can I count on it?